All right, let's move on to the next one. We still got more videos to go through. All right, y'all, we're back in the streets with It's Complicated channel. We haven't seen one of their street interviews in a minute, but they got some bangers as well. Hopefully this is another good one. It's about the friend zone. All right, so as always, check out these channels, sub to their channel, It's Complicated channel on YouTube. Let's take a look and see what these people have to say about friend zones. You need to be mentally ready to help your fam. Yes. But there is a point, and I'm going to leave it at this. There is a point at which you can only do so much, because then there needs to be professional help brought in to address those issues. That's the point of it all. There's clearly a point at which after this point, you got to go seek professional help, because your partner is not equipped to handle those things. And that's for both sides. Oh shit. All right, here we go.
When it comes to dating and relationships, what is the friend zone?
I feel like that is keeping a man at arm's distance, because me personally, I want him as a friend because I like his energy, but I don't want to have sex with him and then ruin it.
You don't see
Oh, here we go.
him in a romantic sense, and you know, perhaps he wants something more and he's signaling that to you, but like you're not on the same wavelength, so you kind of have to distance yourself or let him down easy, or just tell him like, yikes, like
you're going to be necessarily there for her emotional support. Pretty much everything a boyfriend does, but the sex and the affection. She wants the affection, but not necessarily physically.
She wants all of the benefits of the man around without the intimacy aspect. I mean, we know what friend zone is, y'all, right?
Have either of you
Shannon, you know what? If you really want to talk about it, shoot me a DM. We could get on the live and have this dialogue on the live.
ever been friend zoned by a guy, and if so, how'd that make you feel?
A couple times when I was younger, made me feel pretty bad. Yeah, pretty insecure.
I was actually friend zoned by my boyfriend, but we're now dating.
I don't know if I've been friend zoned, but I feel like sometimes it's hard to tell if they're flirting with you or just like trying to be friends. And we actually were just talking about this. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like if a guy is not like flirting with you directly, then they're just trying to be friends.
Do you think men and women can be just friends?
No.
Thank you.
I do. I think you can just be friends. Well, no, I do. I really do.
If you asked your best straight single guy friend if he'd date you or hook up, what do you think he would say?
Guys, for the love of God, let me do a vibe check here. Let me see who's the Lulu from who's in reality. Do you believe in platonic relationships? Yes or no? Yes or no right now? Yes or no right now? Greetings from Germany. Travis, what's up, man? Welcome back, bro. Appreciate you, man. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I know. I got to ask the question. Let me hear it. Do you believe in platonic friendships? Let's see. A nah. See some more no's. What the hell is that? Exactly. No. There is no way to define that differently. Shannon. Oh my God, Shannon. How do people define that differently? It's pretty straightforward. A platonic relationship means a man and a woman who are friends that don't have any intimate relations. They're just friends, right? How do you define that? Look at everyone saying no. Most of the people here saying no. Go Would You believes it's possible. Okay. Yes, because she might be a no. 5, where 1 in 5 is ugly. I'm not sure what that means, Spank. No. Even women are saying no. Thank you. Based. Let's continue with this.
I mean, in my experience, yes, maybe, yeah.
Say yes.
So then you can't be friends.
Okay, I think girls can be friends with guys, but I don't think guys can just be friends with girls.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
So is it true that women tend to set the boundaries of a relationship, whether you're going to be friends or more than friends?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I would agree.
Do you have more girlfriends or guy friends, and do you think that says something about you?
I feel like I have more guy friends. I think that does like say a little bit about me. Just girls, sometimes they're not as reliable.
Do you think men and women can...
Yo, the funniest shit is when you hear women, and it's a good amount of women, man. Just from my experience, it's a good amount of women that like having more male friends than being around other women, because of how catty women can be with each other and all that stuff that they be doing, you know what I'm saying, on the low, talking behind each other's back, smiling in the face on the picture, and then going back to the girls like, oh, that bitch's shit was busted. How'd she come outside looking like that? You know, all that stuff. It's pretty funny how that's a thing as well. You know what I'm saying?
Be just friends.
Absolutely.
If you asked your best straight single guy friend if he'd date you or hook up, what do you think he would say?
No, he would be like, ew.
Well, I feel like
Yo, if he had a chance, he would clap her cheeks, bro. She's tweaking. Bro would clap her cheeks. She's a cute girl. She's a cute girl. He would clap her cheeks, absolutely. Girls be boring sometimes. We finally agree on something. Thank you. They can be.
like, yes, if you're not attracted to them. Like, I have a lot of guy friends, but I'm not attracted to any of them. I don't think I could be, like, super great friends with someone that I'm super attracted to.
So is it true that women tend to set the boundaries of a relationship, whether you're going to be friends or more than friends?
Yeah, definitely. But I think it can change over time.
How can a guy make an interaction man to woman without being...
Bro, look at her. She got the girl next door look. Her friend, her guy friend, would absolutely smash that. Absolutely would smash that if she gave him a chance. Slow Tuesday. Come on over. Come watch Netflix with me. All in her guts.
being creepy,
Nightwing,
while also
thank you.
respecting her without being friend-zoned.
Don't immediately comment on her appearance. Maybe compliment her on something she's interested in, or like a joke she tells, or like an interest she has. Like, don't make it about the way she looks.
Why does a guy have to be coached on how to pick up women, but he doesn't have to be coached on how to make friends?
Because parents don't raise their children right, and a lot of men lack social skills.
Some men do. Some men do. Mainly because probably you don't have a lot of female friends in your life, or like female relatives that you're around. But picking up friends is easy. I think that some guys put a mental barrier in their mind and think that with a woman, especially if she's attractive, that you have to be a certain different kind of way. And that's not necessarily true. I think that the more attractive a woman is, the more normal she likes to be treated with. It's like dealing with celebrities. You meet a celebrity, they like to be treated normally for the most part, instead of being like, oh, infatuated with, oh, I know who you are.
I think that if you need
Yeah,
to be coached
oh shit, hurry.
on how to pick up women, then you need to like practice self-love and kind of find that first, because that's just going to come along with it. And I think that like if you're not being your true genuine self when you're trying to pick up the women, it's going to show later on when you finally get them.
She don't know what the fuck she's talking about. It's confidence. Guys, it's confidence. It's fucking confidence. One, this is a result of so many men that fathered children and were not involved in their, especially specifically sons' lives, that they were raised without having any kind of guidance. One thing about manhood is that we are largely, becoming a man is a lot of it is through tradition, right? Think about these tribes that live in the Amazon forest and the rite of passage to become a man, as a teen, they put them through these tests. How does that happen? It's happened through learned traditions. They pass it on from the oldest down to the younger, right? That's why it's so important to have a fucking father and for a man to be in his children's life. You know what I'm saying? This is one area that I'll die on that hill. And I say, yo, you're not a man if you're not taking care of your kids. I'm not just saying cutting a check. Actively involved in guiding them the right way, teaching them, teaching them how to care themselves, teaching them how to respect themselves, teaching them all these things that will prepare them for the fucking bitter realities of the world. I say that to say again, as it pertains to this, a lot of young men under 30 now haven't had a father in their life, haven't had a positive male role model, haven't had a male mentor to fucking teach them the basics of how to approach a woman, how to talk to a woman, how to conduct yourself, treat yourself with respect, and also treat a woman with respect. So a lot of these guys now don't even know how to approach it. Like if I were to take 100 guys out right now and be like, yo, y'all got to cold approach a woman, and at the very least, have her accept going to go get coffee with you, right? I'm pretty sure it'd be like a 90% failure rate, because most of these guys would be Jimmy. She's like, what? bye, and he leaves. Like, it'd be a weird something you see out of a movie. You know what I mean?
Why are there gender roles in dating but not in friendship?
I don't think that's true. I think there are gender roles in friendships.
Can you be more specific? What do you mean?
When I go out with my guy friends, even if it's just like to dinner or like to grab a drink in a large group, like the guys will normally pay, whereas like the girls won't. They'll kind of like expect their guy friends to pay even if they're not romantically involved or anything like that.
Why should a man have relationship duties without getting relationship benefits?
Ooh.
I don't think that a man should ever have relationship duties and have no relationship benefits. I mean, unless you want that kind of torture.
Does a guy...
Bro, hey, bro, speaking facts. They be women out here that have all their male friends and get all, they don't pay for anything to get all the benefits, bro.
being
They be
friend-zoned...
and they be hustling. I'm not mad at the hustle. They getting away with it. This is a wake-up call for these dumbass guys that let this shit ride, bro. A lot of guys are fucking simps, man. That shit drives me up a wall. The guys that are oblivious and just allow this shit to happen. They're being used. You're being used.
automatically make him a simp?
I'm not sure what a simp means. Like a simple person?
A simp is somebody who pedestalizes women without getting anything in return.
I don't think that a guy getting put in the friend zone makes him a simp. Just simply because being friend zone is on the woman's part. Being a simp is on the man's part. You shouldn't idolize anybody. You should be able to handle yourself. It's about self-confidence.
What does a man get out of a friendship with a woman that's better
It's self-respect
than a romantic relationship?
A great wingman.
Human connection without like sexual tension, without the underlying expectation of marriage and stuff.
Why should a man have relationship duties without getting relationship benefits?
Because the man is supposed to be the provider?
Does a guy being friend-zoned automatically make him a simp?
Yes.
How so?
Because most men who are actually intrigued in that woman would go for that woman. And instantly when they get friend-zoned, they're okay with being friend-zoned. And they're willing to take that rejection.
What's the difference between a guy spinning plates and pursuing multiple women versus a woman having orbiters?
They said, what's a simp? He already said a simp is a man that puts a woman on a pedestal and is willing to do whatever for her, even though she's rejecting him in a romantic way. So, I mean, these are guys that are buying up OnlyFans models. We just saw the story of the guy who paid what's her face, Ruby Rose, $60,000 on OnlyFans, and then paid her like another $100K. Like, that's a simp. You're simping. You're pouring your resources into a woman where you get nothing in return out of it. You know what I'm saying? No relationship, no intimacy. You're just there, and you're just pouring yourself. You're making yourself available for all of her needs and all her wants. Right? She wants someone to talk to late at night because she's alone. She'll call you. You know, that's her. It's one directional. She's using you. She gets a flat tire at 3 a.m. after the club. She don't call AAA. She calls you to come, and here you come. Oh, I got you at 3 a.m. going to change a tire, and all she says, "Oh, thank you so much." And she goes, gets in the car, and drives over to the house of the guy that's gonna pipe her the fuck down, and you just changed her fucking tire. That's a simp.
And multiple suitors.
The only difference between a man having a lot of women and they mess with and a girl having a lot of dudes around them is just society. It's just the way society's been built. You know, they want women to be one kind of way and men can play around. We have a lot more leeway, and it's messed up, and it is what it is. You can complain about it, but that's just life.
Isn't that both genders pursuing their sexual strategy to have multiple options?
Yes, it is. It is both genders being put to different standards, and it just depends on the culture you're in.
Why do women friend-zone guys who would make them wives for guys who made them single moms?
I feel like sometimes it's really like the guys that'll make you a wife. Women, they don't want to like change who they are. So they say they want to be a wife, but they're not ready to really play the wife role or whatever. So I feel like that's really what it would be.
Don't she look like Megan Good? I was looking at her like, God damn, who she remind me of? She looked like fucking Megan Good.
So like
girl on the left.
Women do know what they want with the wrong man. if that makes sense, because a lot of y'all want babies, cars, houses. With the guy that just doesn't want that, like if he says no, it's no.
When you first meet a guy, how do you decide if he's going to be a friend or more than a friend? And more importantly, when do you decide? Because it's often said a woman will know right away.
Ooh.
Bro, women know in the first 5 seconds of meeting a guy if she would fuck him. Not saying she would do it right then and there, but just based off the visuals, if she would potentially give him some. I think that's how they determine that shit.
Typically you do know right away, but I think it just depends on like the chemistry that's there. I don't, if it's sexual chemistry or not. Like,
I think women know immediately who they will and not have sex with. I can't go into women's heads.
Well, honestly, within the first few seconds of speaking to a guy, I kind of know and like realize if he's a liar or if he's like really interested.
But I also believe it's by age. If you're talking to me about teenage women as opposed to girls in their 20s, I'm in my 40s. Women in their 40s have went through some life, so they're very different. They will know exactly by who you are as a person, as opposed to when you're in your 20s, it's all about how hot you are, what kind of money you have, what kind of car you drive, what kind of friends you do. I don't have time for that.
Yeah, I will say that women in their, I would probably maybe say in like their mid 30s and above, definitely in their 40s, because they've experienced life already, they've been through it all. They're definitely tend to be more based in like looking at a whole lot of factors, not simply the looks. You know what I'm saying? They'll look at all of it and decide.
What's the difference between a guy who grows on you to become a friend versus a guy who grows on you to become a lover?
Okay, a guy that grows on me to become a friend, I feel like it's just like has really great qualities, but maybe not so much like, that sounds so shallow, but like physical attributes. I don't know. Like,
sometimes you're not
Dragon,
physically attracted to them. Like, and it goes both ways. Like, you can be not physically attracted but still have a good friendship.
Like, it doesn't mean that they're not attractive. It just means it's like not what I'm attracted to. I have a lot of guy friends that I think are like super attractive, but just not for me.
Why should your lover be your best friend, but your best friend shouldn't necessarily be your lover?
Sometimes lovers become friends, and then sometimes friends become lovers.
Is there anything you would do?
What was that? She said a whole lot of nothing. A1 said basically the dude can drop the ball. The kitty's in your hand, so you fuck. Yeah, absolutely. Almost every time, fellas, you will always talk yourself out of the box. If a woman looks at you and she knows in her mind she could give it to you, at this point it's on you to fumble it. And a lot of times guys do. You say some dumb shit. You don't know how to carry a conversation. You don't, you just a variety of things, and you end up talking yourself out of the box. Yeah, absolutely.
With your lover that you can't do with your best friend?
No. Sex. Marriage.
Is there anything you would do with your best friend that you wouldn't do with your lover?
No.
So why do people often say that your lover should be your best friend?
Because I feel like, so things could be easy and it feels like you're with your friend and it's not just, I don't know, an agreement.
You don't want to get in that roommate status.
Yes, that's a good point.
If your lover should be your best friend, why do women typically have a gay best friend?
Fashion advice.
Exactly. And
They have a bodyguard that's not going to want to f them.
If someone's dating a bisexual, are they more likely to get jealous whenever their lover spends time with their friends?
I don't think so.
How can the friend zone and friends with benefits be terms that coexist? Isn't that a
Are you
contradiction?
live on another platform? Yeah, I'm live on Kick, YouTube, and Instagram.
Wow, that's a deep question.
And TikTok.
Okay, damn. All right.
The friend zone is such a deep concept. You can be friends with someone of the opposite sex and not be in the friend
Not really.
zone.
Not really.
Women putting you in the friend zone, they could actually just want to be your drinking buddy and chill out and party. And they could also just want you to you could be a friend zone and be two ways. You could be a buddy and you could also be just like you're being used and abused. But being a buddy, she's just using you as a dildo, a walking dildo.
If they both exist, what does it
But most guys will be okay with that, to be quite honest.
mean to be friends?
I think to be friends is that no matter what, ups and downs, left and rights, no matter who you're dating, no matter what happens in your life, you can come back to me and I still got your back. Being in the friend zone, but you are romantically attached to her, you're in a big problem. Yeah.
Is there anything you would do with your lover that you can't do with your best friend?
Oh, yeah. I'm not going to sleep with them. There's certain like conversations about your life that you have with a lover that you don't have with like a best friend.
One of the things that I would never do with my lover that I can do with my female friends is necessarily just chill, go out, drink, party, and not worry about if I didn't pick up the tab or I didn't pull out a chair, or I'm not wearing the wrong clothes, or that pressure of having to be quasi-perfect.
How about being honest and emotional?
I could be always honest with my female friends. Now, honesty sometimes can be like a bad thing with a lover because they might not want to hear the truth. How do I look today? You always got to be nice. If my friends, I think your hair's fucked up.
It's a lot of things my best.
Yeah, that's so true though. Because if you tell your girl, yeah, you looking kind of rough today, babe, you know you're getting no pussy that night. So you're gonna be like, yeah, you good, man, you good. But like you said, if it's your female friend, you're like, yeah, man, you look busted. You know, change that shit. Because you're not got nothing to lose. You got nothing to lose. That's hilarious.
Friend for sure know about me that my lover would never.
Yeah, I feel like your lover will be quick to like judge you and tell you like no, but your best friend will tell you and judge you, but they'll still accept it, you know.
So why do people often say that your lover should be your best friend?
My boyfriend is my best friend. Like, he's awesome, but I've also got super like close guy friends, and I love them too, just in a different way.
Why should your lover be your best friend, but your best friend shouldn't necessarily be your lover?
I think there's many ways to define best friend, and you can have several different best friends that serve several different purposes.
Multiple best friends that like serve different purposes in your life. Like having a girl best friend or a gay best friend does something different than having your boyfriend as your best friend.
In a perfect world, your lover will be your best friend, right? In the perfect world, and that should be called marriage. Your best friend should not be your lover at all because you want to keep her forever. Sometimes that sex goes away, but your friend will always be there no matter what.
Can you define asexual?
Asexual?
Yeah.
I don't even know what that means.
Not attracted to any gender, I think.
Not attracted to anything?
No.
Yeah.
Oh my
Do
God.
asexual people experience romantic love, and if so, how do they express it?
I think so. I think asexual people can show romantic love.
They don't even
in
know what they're
other
talking about.
forms of like
They couldn't even describe what asexual is.
love. You talk about like acts of service, gift giving, not love. Love isn't always sex.
LeVry, thank you.
If you're asexual and you're in a relationship, how would you know that you're more than just friends?
I think it's the type of love that you feel, because there's platonic love and romantic love, no matter if you're having sex or not.
I feel like the other person has to show it, and also like you have to have like that conversation with someone.
There's a deeper connection than sex in relationships.
So would you assume that asexual people are only compatible with other asexuals?
No. I think if anything, they'd be less compatible because they wouldn't be able to like truly show each other love.
What does it mean when people say that dating is more than friends?
You guys realize that he set them up and asked them a question to which they all spoke out their ass about, because someone that's asexual, okay, doesn't have any attraction to any gender. They just don't like any, like in a romantic sexual way. They just don't. That's it. They're asexual. They stay to themselves. They don't have sex or find it attractive, whatever. So all this line of questioning he asked them, they were just talking out of their ass.
Dating is more than friends in the sense that I think that dating is a game. The game is you're trying to show your best side of you. With friends, you can just scratch your balls, you can scratch your ass. I mean, I want to say all the way to farting, but I mean, you could be way more comfortable. But in a date, you want everything to be perfect. And so you're always conscious of that, which makes you be different.
If a friend expected you to provide everything, would that be a toxic relationship?
If a friend thought that I had everything to give to them with nothing given back, it is definitely a toxic relationship. And that goes for males and females all throughout.
So why is it considered toxic when friends become users, but it's normal when women expect a man to provide more than just his company?
Well, because in a proper relationship, you're both providing more than company, and it's pretty equal, or you fill in the gaps. It's 80-20 one day and 80-20 the next day, depending on who needs more.
But it's normal when women expect a man to provide more than just his company.
Wow, dude, these questions are dope. Okay, I have no idea about that one, because the truth of the matter is there are some women, and it's not all of them, that they would take advantage of a man's generosity.
Yeah.
But if they were just your friend and they're just taking it and they're not giving you anything in return, and I'm not like this like a pro quid pro quo. The truth of the matter is, you need to know by yourself what's good and what's not good for you.
Should a man be expected to love a woman for who she is if a woman only loves a man for what he provides?
The answer is no. A woman that only cares about what a man provides is best put in this axiom. Love me at my worst, but don't love me only at my best. Fair weather friends cannot hang out with me.
All right, there is the latest video from It's Complicated on YouTube. Make sure to sub to him about the friend zone. I think we covered it pretty much on everything here. It's I don't understand why a man will put themselves in that situation unless they're a simp at that point. But it doesn't really benefit. It doesn't really benefit a man in these situations because what do you really get out of it? You know what I'm saying? And it's not that friendships in general have to be as he said, quid pro quo thing, but you're not going to get a level of fulfillment out of it while the woman does. You know what I'm saying? She's getting you, right? Think about it. You go out together to the bar. She's with you. It's you and a couple other guys. Someone does something to her. Now you got to go defend her honor. And you get your ass beat. She's not even your girl. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying